Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how to censor or pixelate a person's face. The first thing you have to do is duplicate the layer, so just in case you ever make a mistake, you still have the original layer as backup. To do that, there's two ways to do it. After you have selected the image that you want to duplicate in the layers panel, press Ctrl J, or another way is right click on your image, go all the way up until you see duplicate layer. Click on it, then you get this box. You can name it however you want, or just press OK, and that's how you duplicate the layer. Now the next step is to mask the image. To do that is first, let's make a selection around this person's face. To do that, you can use the lasso tool, quick selection tool, the elliptic, the marquee tool. I should use I'll use the marquee tool since it makes a circle, and it'll make it pretty easy. I just do this. After you made a selection, now it's time to mask your layer. Go to your layers panel, go all the way to the bottom till you see this little camera in the bottom of the layers. This will help you mask your image. Click on it. Now before we go to censoring, first make sure your actual image is selected instead of the mask. What I mean by this is you go to the layers panel and then you find the image that's been masked. You see four little lines, like small little four lines around the corners of the masked image. That means is that the layer mask thumbnail is selected rather than the actual image itself. To change that, just go to the image next to it and click on it. Now, as you see, the four little lines around the image has been selected. That means the image is selected. Now, to go to the blurring, go to the top left until you see filter, click on it, and then go all the way down until you see the pixelate section. Hover your mouse over until you see this new little options, and then go down until you see mosaic. Click on it. Now, as you see, there's a censoring. Now you can change it however you like. You can have less, you can have more. I'll just put mine to like, let's say like right here. I'll press OK. Now you see this like sharp little edge around the pixels. That's because of the way a selection is. To change that, if we go back to what I was talking about, where you see the layer mask thumbnail next to the image in the layers panel, if you hover your mouse over it, double click it, and now you're in this new section right here. This will help you edit the sharp lines. Just go down until you see feather. This will help you soften the edge so it's not so sharp. Now you can just put it however you like, but let's say, I see, it's not so sharp anymore and it's much more blurred. Now don't do it too much because it'll become like that, but just a bit to where it's not super sharp. It's like right here. There's not much of that sharp edge anymore. Now let's say you have to censor multiple people and you don't want to use the method that I just used because it'll just be tedious and annoying to do it multiple times. The second way you can do it is first, as I said, duplicate your image and instead of making a selection around the people, just mask it itself. That'll be just for the future. And then next, all you have to do is just make sure you have your image selected. Go to your filter on top left, go lay down, find Pixelate, and click on Mosaic. You can have it however you want it. And this time, this is where the layer mask comes in. If you have your layer mask selected, make sure you have your brush selected. And now, make sure you have your color on, depending, I think it's going to be on black. And then make sure on the color panel for your brush is either black or white. This will help you so you can start taking out some of the pixels. This helps you start taking out the pixels. Make sure you have maybe like a soft edge just so you don't get like a super hard edge that what we experience in the other image. It's like a pretty helpful way just in case if you have multiple people, so you don't have to do the annoying work of just doing one person at a time. And as you see, the people have been pixelated. Just make sure everything else may not be pixelated and only the people's face. And yeah, there you go. That's how you censor people's faces. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.